Thunder Haven Farm and Sawmill. This is Mark, and I just thought that I would finally get around to making a video of my sawmill shed build. I'm going to kind of go through some slide pictures of the way I framed it and the way I started it, but I'm going to put some pictures on first of the damage that the hurricane done here to the farm. It's not a lot of pictures, but there was a lot of damage. But just to give you some kind of idea of the mess that the hurricane created right here in the upcountry of South Carolina, I will show you those, and then I'm gonna break from that and go to my chainsaw milling. I've got a very small tractor. It's 25 horsepower, and I had thought about installing a sawmill for a long time, because as I said before in one of the previous videos, my dad planted 10,000 pine trees on this property, so there's plenty of timber. But the hurricane made me rethink a lot of that, and I just had so many trees blown over that I hated to lose that lumber, and I figured it would be a good opportunity to go ahead and start doing some sawmilling. But like I say, my little tractor, I was worried that I wouldn't be able to pull up some of the big logs with it, so I started chainsaw milling at first just to see if I could actually use my tractor to get the logs on the sawmill, because I didn't have any other way to move my logs and get them on the sawmill. So the first few still pictures you're going to see is going to be of the storm damage and of the chainsaw milling process that I used to convince me, without a better term, of buying my sawmill. Now the next few pictures you see are going to be the framework that I did on the sawmill shed. I bought salt treated posts to use, and the reason being, I had seen where folks had burnt posts and had used burnt motor oil on posts, and I didn't doubt it, but I just felt like, you know, for me it would be better to go buy salt treated posts and just go ahead and use them. That way I could ensure that in 10 years it wouldn't be they wouldn't be rotted out on me. And so that's what I did. The only other thing that's on the sawmill that is not lumber that I milled with the chainsaw or with the sawmill itself is the steps here on the tool room / deer stand and the door. I just wanted to buy some real good dry lumber to do my door with, and wanted the salt treated lumber on anything that touched the ground. That's why I went ahead and used it on the steps. But everything else was milled here on site, and everything else was either chainsaw milled or either milled with the sawmill here. And I'd say probably 80% of it was milled with the sawmill and 20% with the chainsaw mill. This next group of pictures are going to show you the progress of the framing and the board and batten and the installation of the window and the door on the tool room / deer stand. I looked for a black window to go in it that was sliding, because that's the window I hunt out of, and I couldn't find a black one to match my stain, so I went ahead and bought the white one, and it was $200 cheaper, by the way, and just painted it black, and it turned out real good. It's not as noticeable or as reflective as the white. Stood out real bad, and it turned out real good. But the door So there'll be some pictures of the door after I built it on the sawhorses, and there'll be pictures of the door being installed and all the board and batten, and then we'll look at pictures for the end eaves that I built on the end of it with the live edge lumber, and a few other things about the tool shed slash deer stand. This next group of pictures is going to be of the inside of the tool room slash deer stand. I didn't want to wrap the outside of it. It's going to be too difficult, so I just waited after I got all the board and batten on, and I wrapped the inside, then put all my boards up on the inside, and these next few pictures are going to show that. And then after that, we're going to take a guided tour of the sawmill shed. Okay, folks, thank you for watching so far. Want to go ahead and take you on a walk around tour of the sawmill. This is the window that I talked about and y'all seen pictures of earlier. Board and batten, and we decided on the black stain. It just looks so good, and I just appreciate my wife with her help doing a great deal of the staining, and also helping me with some of the construction, setting the poles and leveling them up, and putting the roofing on. I couldn't have done it without her, and just appreciate her so much. You can see I got a fairly good pile of sawdust, but I've been using it on my gardening. Got a log on the cradle ready to saw up, and but it's full-fledged summertime here in upstate South Carolina, and it's hot and humid, so we're going to do what we can during this time, and just look forward to getting back busy at fall. I can just get wide open and start sawing again as much as I can. But sawmill cradle. You can see the stand, how I got it set up with the track on it. And also I got a little propane heater inside the tool room slash deer stand. And got a lot of the tools that I use outside. I keep a good bit of them inside, and a couple of old blades. A table that I use to just put my stuff on. And like I say, I got it built where I can extend it, but I really don't think I'll ever do any 16-footers. 10-footers is probably going to be as much as I'll ever need. But I do have it set up like that. And also got all my rafters pretty much were popular. And I've got 4x6 beams with braces on them for the entrance for put my wood on, and I'm planning on building a stand here on the back side and eventually keep my lumber stacked up back here and my logs stacked back here ready to put on the mill. You can see here the opening, and the log on there is 9 foot long, and like I say, I can do about 10 foot 7 inches, and that's as much as I'm gonna try to do. I just don't think my little old tractor will pull up a 16 footer that's 22 inches in diameter. Now we're gonna look a little bit inside the tool room / deer stand. I have actually gotten a deer out of my stand here, but you can see the boards on the wall, the boards on the ceiling, and got my little cot, and that's my window I was talking about that I hunt out of. But I've got some lighting down here with a little small generator I can bring down and hook it up. But I hope that y'all have enjoyed this video, and I hope that it will help anybody that's looking for a design or some way that they can, it'll help them to build their own sawmill shed. But I thank everyone for their support, and I ask you to just subscribe and like if you like these videos. And this is Mark at Thunder Haven Signs, signing off this time, and I will be putting some more videos on as I plant my pumpkins and do other stuff here around Thunder Haven Farm.